Today, top headlines are a rapidly escalating energy crisis in the Middle East, now pushing oil to new highs and widespread airport chaos here in the US as TSA staffing shortages worsen. Good morning, I am Olivia Harper. Welcome to your daily news briefing, where we break down the biggest stories shaping the United States and the world. Oil surges past $115 as Iran-Israel conflict escalates. We begin with breaking developments overseas, where tensions between Iran and Israel are now directly impacting global energy markets and raising fears of a much wider conflict. Oil prices have now surged past $115 per barrel, while European natural gas prices have jumped more than 15%, following a series of attacks on critical energy infrastructure across the Middle East. At the center of this crisis is one of the most important energy hubs in the world, the shared gas field between Iran and Qatar. Early Thursday, Qatar reported that Iranian ballistic missiles struck the Ras Laffan industrial area, a key liquefied natural gas facility tied to the world's largest gas field. These strikes were carried out in response to an earlier Israeli attack on South Pars, Iran's side of that same field, marking a dangerous escalation, targeting the very heart of global energy supply. Iran's president has now issued a stark warning, saying the consequences of this conflict could become, quote, uncontrollable, and engulf the entire world. And the rhetoric isn't cooling down. Donald Trump has stated that Israel will not launch further attacks on South Pars, but also issued a major threat of his own, warning that the United States would, quote, blow up the entirety of Iran's gas field if Qatari energy facilities are attacked again. Meanwhile, the situation continues to expand across the region. Authorities in Abu Dhabi say they successfully intercepted missiles targeting key oil and gas facilities, including the Habshan gas complex and the Bab oil field, highlighting how widespread these attacks are becoming. Back in Washington, top U.S. defense officials, including Pete Hegseth, are set to hold a high-level press conference, signaling the seriousness of the situation. There is also growing tension within the U.S. intelligence community. John Ratcliffe has said Iran posed an immediate threat to the United States prior to the conflict, directly contradicting Joe Kent, who recently resigned and claimed the war was largely driven by Israeli actions and seen as a foregone conclusion. So what does all of this mean? This is no longer just a regional conflict. It's now a direct threat to global energy supply. And for Americans, the effects are immediate: rising gas prices, higher airline and shipping costs, and renewed inflation pressure across the economy. Bottom line, the world's energy system is under strain, and the risk of a much broader conflict is growing. TSA shortages spark airport chaos across the U.S. Back here at home, travelers are dealing with a very different kind of disruption, one that's turning routine trips into major headaches. Airports across the United States are experiencing severe delays as TSA staffing shortages reach critical levels. Passengers are reporting security lines stretching for hours, missed flights, and overcrowded terminals nationwide at some airports. Wait times have exceeded 3 hours, with officials urging travelers to arrive up to 5 hours early just to make it through security. The main issue: a growing wave of TSA absences and resignations, driven in part by ongoing federal funding uncertainty, affecting the Department of Homeland Security without stable pay and staffing levels. Many officers are stepping away, leaving airports understaffed and overwhelmed. Major travel hubs like Atlanta, Houston, and New Orleans have been hit especially hard, but the disruption is spreading nationwide, and this isn't just about inconvenience anymore. It's starting to impact travel reliability at scale. Flight delays and misconnections, increased airline strain, and growing frustration among passengers for anyone planning to fly soon. The message is simple: expect delays and plan well ahead until staffing stabilizes. This situation is unlikely to improve in the short term. That's all from us. If you found this breakdown helpful, consider subscribing to our channel as we cut through the noise and explain the stories that matter most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.